Yeah. So as I was approached, my man said, hey, you, come here. I ain't no punk or nothing like that. But not all fights is worth engaging in. So I kept on walking. But as I'm walking, I am disturbed because what is it that I have done for trouble to want to come find me? But calm, cool, and collect, as I keep on stepping, they hit the lights on me. Now, if you don't have no idea what I'm talking about the trials and tribulations of inner city youths. The shit that traumatize, the inflicting pain that goes about predetermining our outlook just by idiots in their behavior of wanting to enforce a fair tactic. So they sped up and they jumped out the car like that was supposed to do something. Stupidity plays with stupidity. And that's what I pray that each and every one of us goes about knowing what to do in every situation that we go about finding ourselves in. So as they jump out the car, I get defensive. And I'm like, what is your problem? So they look at me like hands against the wall. I said, you can't be talking to me. And I kept on walking. I know those of you who will go about seeing this video will be like, a family member was murdered or slain by the police and so forth. And my prayers go out to all family members who has been victimized by the traumas of growing up in the hood. So the little rookie, I guess, he want to go about making a scene and showing that he the police. So I'm like, what do you want? He said, let me get your ID. I said, nah, that's not happening. Well, I'm going to go about detaining you. I said, for what? I must be detained for a specific reason, or else you're making a false arrest. So this dude trying to get loud. So I'm saying that, okay, I can't be an idiot along with this idiot. So I'm like, my man, let's de-escalate this situation before it get out of hand. The first response out of this idiot's mouth was like, are you threatening me? I'm like, I'm telling you, listen to what I'm saying. Let's de-escalate. Let's lower our voices. We don't have to try to get into a shouting match. We don't have to damn try to see who the baddest is. But if we continue down this road, nothing good's going to come out of it. So for the sake of everybody wanting to go home, let's just go about stimulating this down. But one thing you must be cautious and aware of. In life, there's always somebody looking. But this little idiot didn't realize that the dude that he was with had experience, but the dude was sizing me up. But he couldn't catch on to the way this conversation was going back and forth. And now in going back and forth, the older dude tell the younger dude, like, back up. Let me talk to him. So I said, okay, what's going on? Oh, we want your ID for this and that. So they try to give me some old bogus stuff. I said, my man, look here. I haven't done anything wrong. I don't even have to be here talking to you. not on probation. I'm not on parole. So I'm just a law-abiding citizen on my way to do something. I feel this is harassment. So this dude is picking up on what I'm putting down. So he's like, what branch of the government you served in? I said, why does that have to do with anything? He says, because your response is non-confrontational, and it's almost as if though you know what our angles and our approach is all about. And I tell him that doesn't have anything to do with nothing, but one thing that we should go about taking out of this whole situation is that you're going to find idiots everywhere you go. And in finding idiots, you must allow yourself to be emotionally calm and in assessing the situation. Because if both of us get irate, he will be justified in the right, even what he's doing is wrong. Two wrongs don't make shit right. You gotta look after you. Don't expect anybody else to do right by you. Expect them for them to go about being they self. And in being they self, they gonna show you who they are. Now it's up to you for you to go about seeing how to go about assessing the situation, dealing with the situation, and furthermore, making sure that you are not impacted negatively in that situation. So at the end of the conversation with the older officer, he's like, man, look, just go ahead and go about your business. And I said, well, you guys be safe, have a nice night, and go about your way. You know what to do. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hey, leave a comment. The comments are very important to let me see where the growth and potential, I would say, topics that we need to go about addressing. And if you know anybody who's having issues, inner city youths are targets for law enforcement, because it's a cyclical cycle in which once they get you in a door, it becomes a revolving door. So we must go about stopping that cycle and try to go forth and saving our youth, because the perpetuation and in that the more they get young kids into juvenile hall, it becomes systemic in a way that they will be docketed. Docketed means that they are formulating paperwork on you. And every time you go see a judge, they open up that damn docket. They open up that file on you. And if your file has so many encounters, then they're going to go about using these things against you to try to throw the book at you. And the longer you stay in a detention center, a jail, or a prison, the more they benefit off of incarcerating young African Americans, Latinos, Asians, Hispanics. Well, I don't care what your background is. And in that, we have to go about coming up with ways in which we are not being easily targeted and having others benefit because of the targeting system. Everybody knows what's going on, but nobody is willing to do what is right and stopping what is going on, because if it benefits some, it's greatly affecting others. So in it greatly affecting others, that's why I must come and ask you, what are the things that you are doing to go about benefiting or making the situation or the people that you encounter with better? Because if we're doing the same old thing, then how could we go about expecting something better to come out of it? It can't happen. And if what you are doing is going around promoting a negativity, then there's something in which you must go about looking at yourself. And in looking at yourself, come to ask yourself, how did I get to this place? Is it because of that encounter I had as a kid? Or is it because I was wrongly convicted? Or is it because the people around me? And if it's the people around you, then you got to do something for you. Because we are interested to go about making each other better as we go forth in life. If I'm not helping you to become more aware of what's going on in social issues, self-assessment, self-reflection, then I am of no service to you. So I need for you guys to go about taking that approach in anything, in every encounter. How is this going forth, helping me to become a better person? And in turn, what am I doing to go about helping others to become a better person? Because if we are leaving the situation worse than we found it, we got some serious soul searching to do. Some serious soul searching. And let it be that in everything that you do, try to make it better than you found it. And that's the key. Life asks for nothing hard. You know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, leave a comment, hit that notification button, and least of all, share the video with others so that the power of impact goes about changing our outlook, our way of doing things, and most of all, go about changing ourselves. Thank you. Have a blessed one. You already know.